10 News is brought to you in high definition exclusively by Harper Auto Square. You are watching WBIR TV, Channel 10, Knoxville. The news starts now.
Good morning. It's Komen Warriors Week. This morning, a survivor shares her story as we get ready for Race for the Cure.
This is the first time ever, that Hillary is sitting down and speaking to major corporate leaders and not getting paid for it.
The most talked about moments from the latest face-off between Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton, all in jest, plus the message 3 Tennessee leaders have for the GOP candidate.
Boy, there were some awkward moments at that dinner.
Yes, there were.
Good morning, and thanks for joining us. We're so glad you're with us. We will try to keep awkward moments to a minimum just for you. I'm Abby Ham.
And I'm Russell Bivin. Before we get to more news and weather, take a look at this. We're waking you up this morning with a little Pilot Prep Extra pep rally going on.
Yeah, we're live from Gibbs High School at their Prep Extra pep rally in just minutes, the way they're gearing up to take on Carter. So much fun. There's your caffeine dose this morning. And we're going to start with your forecast on this Friday, finally feeling a bit like fall. Good morning, Matt.
Hey, good morning, Abby and Russell. Good morning to you at home. Hope you're having a great start to your day so far. We are seeing some showers out and about right now, but don't let that ruin your Friday because let's be honest here. We need the rainfall in East Tennessee. It's good news, helps you save a little bit of money, hopefully, in watering those yards and the gardens. In addition to that, we're going to see cooler temperatures for today, and that may add a little pep in your step on this Friday morning, just knowing that more fall-like weather is on the way for the next few days. Today, we start off by talking about these showers that are racing out of East Tennessee to the northeast at 40 miles per hour. Temperatures now in the 50s first thing out the door. We talk about near 60 degrees by this afternoon, but the high temperature was actually last night, just past midnight, at around 69 to 70 degrees. Still waiting on the official word for that. As far as rainfall totals, not extremely high across the Knoxville metro area, but some areas over 1 inch. More on the rainfall chances in the next 7 days coming up here in just a few moments. Abby and Russell?
All right.
We appreciate it. Well, still dominating the conversation around the race to the White House, Donald Trump's claims the election is rigged.
All right, now leaders in the Republican Party in Tennessee are joining the conversation. Yesterday, Trump said he would accept the results of the November election if he's the winner. He made that comment at an Ohio rally, and at a debate Wednesday night when asked if he would honor the outcome of the election, Trump said he would, quote, have to see.
Well, now GOP leaders in Tennessee are reacting to that. Senator Bob Corker tweeted, "It's imperative that Trump accept the results of the race." In a statement yesterday, Senator Lamar Alexander said, in part, when you run for public office, you accept the verdict of the voters. Governor Bill Haslam also said, in part, the whole system is based on a peaceful transfer of power.
And early voting in Kentucky starts today. Thousands of people in Tennessee are already turning out to the polls.
That's right. More than 10,000 people voted yesterday in Knox County. Nearly 12,000 voted Wednesday. Tennessee early voting runs through November 3rd, and you can see a list of your local polling places, what you need to bring with you, the times, everything at WBIR.com.
All right, turning to more of your top stories. A man could face up to 4 years behind bars for attacking 2 people after a UT football game. A grand jury found 36-year-old Gordon Shane Johnson guilty of aggravated assault, and evading arrest.
Prosecutors say Johnson was yelling as he was leaving Neyland Stadium. One of the victims told him to calm down. That's when Johnson hit him and one other person. One of the people he hit had to have reconstructive surgery and their jaw wired shut for 5 weeks.
Well, about 200 new jobs are heading to East Tennessee.
We love reporting this kind of news. A company called HTS International Corporation says it will invest more than $20 million in Knox County. This is video of West Knox County, where the construction of the new facility will begin early next year. Governor Bill Haslam says the expansion to East Tennessee is a complement to the skilled workers in our area. Did you see those pretty yellow leaves?
Yes, I did, Abby. You can get out and see those at the mid-elevations this weekend without the big ball game. Just giving you a little of that.
Hey, you're our leaf expert this morning.
Yes, I am. 6:35 coming up. It is time to get you excited about the weekend. Your 10 About Town wrap includes 4 events happening in East Tennessee over the next couple of days. Plus.
And final preparations are underway for Race for the Cure coming up. We are talking to a survivor, why she says early detection is so important.
Welcome back. 6:39 is the time on this Friday morning. Happy Friday. For today, we talk about spotty to scattered showers first thing out the door, mainly northeast of Knoxville, and sliding to the northeast rather quickly at about 40 miles per hour. Meanwhile, we're talking about another chance for wraparound moisture to pop in, a few more showers off and on for the rest of the day. Mid-50s around the valley first thing out the door, low 50s in the Cumberland Plateau. And through the day, here's what you can expect. Your out and about forecast shows wet roads in some spots this morning as you head on into work. A good day to sit inside if you're heading out to lunch, and breezy with winds up to 25 miles an hour. And then, oh yeah, it'll be a cool day today, even colder tonight. You may even be cold enough to have to pull those plants inside if you're out toward the Cumberland Plateau if they are tender. We are looking at an opportunity for low 40s to mid 30s. We'll talk about how long that cold air sticks around and our next chance of rain, all coming up in just a few. Right now, let's get over to Ed Rupp and see how things are moving along. Happy Friday, Ed.
Hey, man, happy Friday, everyone. Tell you what, we did it one more time, gang. Interstate traffic's doing just fine, too. A little bit of wet driving to deal with, as Matt told you, but so far, so good. There are no wrecks blocking anything. Good shape on 40, good shape on 640, 275. Still the ramp closed from 75 southbound to 640 east for some repair work. That'll reopen sometime around November the 4th. We'll keep you updated in the 10 News Traffic Center. Guys?
Thank you so much, Ed. We appreciate it.
Well, a Maryville family is now all together again after a surprise reunion.
Look who's right there.
Look who's there.
Look who's right there. I knew you guys were playing a trick. Go get it. Go get it. I knew you were running to play a trick.
Oh, this just melts my heart. That's Airman James Killebrew reuniting with his wife and 3 children after months serving in Qatar. We were interviewing that family when James surprised them by showing up early, which is why you can hear his wife saying, "I knew you guys were playing tricks on me." The family plans to celebrate Dad being home by taking a trip to the mountains this weekend.
Oh, welcome back. Hope they have a terrific time in the mountains.
Reunited. That's just so precious. Okay, coming up on 10 News Today, a day after the final presidential debates, the candidates faced off again, this time in a humorous atmosphere.
Well, they thought it was.
Yeah, their digs against one another at a charity event in New York City. Plus,
And we are live at Gibbs High School this morning. Check it out. We got the cheerleaders raising the bar. We got the band. We got some school spirit. We're going to have much more coming up here. Just a little bit. Stay with us.
Get those fingers a snapping, Russell Bivens.
It's 10 About Town, baby.
It's a roundup of events coming up this weekend.
WBIR 10 News anchor Brandon Bates looks at what's bringing out the car enthusiast.
Good morning, both of you. Harper Auto Square's Car and Coffees this Sunday. That's what's bringing them out. Check out this video. You can see how crowded this has been in the past year. Over the summer, this event drew thousands of people. It runs from 8 to 11 Sunday morning at West Town Mall. They're going to have inventory from Porsche, Audi, Jaguar, Maserati, and Fiat, along with several other car makers. But if you're not really interested in coffee and rather interested in beer, restaurant Linderhof is hosting an Oktoberfest celebration. That starts at 5 today, and then at noon tomorrow, they're going to have polka bands, German food, and of course, the beer. UT is holding its second annual Contemporary Music Festival tomorrow afternoon. The Electro-Acoustic Ensemble and the Contemporary Music Ensemble will perform. That's at the Arts and Culture Alliance Emporium Arts Center on South Gay Street. And good luck to our editor, Elise, who's taking part in that event. We love Elise. And finally, we're getting closer to Halloween. That means it's time for you to dress up your pets. The Halloween Pooch Parade and Pet Expo runs from 1 to 5 this Sunday at the UT Gardens. That's on the agricultural campus off of Nealon Drive. There'll be a pet costume parade with prizes. It costs $15 to get in. There's also going to be food trucks and a food drive to benefit the pantry for feeding pets. And coming up over on Fox 43 News this morning, if you're too scared to celebrate Halloween, you can definitely hide out in a movie theater. Movie guy Josh West is here to let us know what he thinks of this week's movie selections. Guys.
All right, thanks, Brandon.
And it's time now to check that fall forecast. Finally actually feeling like the season, Matt.
You can actually say that and step outside and say, yeah, it does feel like fall around town. And we're going to have more of that in the way, especially for tomorrow morning and Sunday morning. Wait until you see the morning lows. You may have to pull some of those plants inside in some spots of East Tennessee. Starting off with a great shot around Knoxville from Sharps Ridge. Temperatures now mid-50s. That does not feel like fall, my friends. The winds are out of the west at 16 miles per hour. Look for those winds to shift from more of a northwest to southeast flow as the day progresses, gusting as high as 25 miles per hour. Here we are talking about this mid-50s around the valley at the moment. Low 50s in the Cumberland Plateau. Low to mid-50s up towards southeast Kentucky. And here are those winds I was just talking about. They will be breezy at times today, making things even cooler with the cloud cover, the chance of rainfall, and overall temperatures topping out only near 60 degrees this afternoon. Tomorrow morning, first thing out the door, light and variable winds. That will allow a chance for some patchy fog to form, but don't look for a ton of that. And then by the afternoon, we pick right back up where we left off, and we talk about winds to 5 to 10, maybe even 15 miles an hour. It should not be as breezy as today, but maybe still a touch breezy borderline there. Overall, the drought monitor that just came out yesterday shows that severe drought levels or conditions have spread to the north and northeast over the last week or so. Extreme drought conditions have done the exact same thing. Just south of Crossville, Fairfield, Glade, areas out that way. And I hate to say it, but the rainfall we saw yesterday, the rainfall we saw last night, the rainfall we're seeing now, it's not drought-busting rainfall. It's very light rainfall. More moderate pockets are in there. Rainfall totals up to 1 inch or even a touch more than that out toward La Follette. And those are the areas that saw most of the rain, north of I-40 heading up toward areas of Kentucky. Meanwhile, in the valley around the Knoxville metro area, the immediate area, a few hundredths of an inch, maybe a few tenths of an inch, and dew points now dropping, which is an indicator that drier air is filtering its way back into East Tennessee from the west and the northwest. And that means drying skies, clearing skies, and the skies, yeah, they're going to gradually clear for you Friday. We're looking at an isolated chance for pop-up showers off and on for today. Tomorrow morning, there will be a chance in the Smoky Mountains. Beyond that, sunny skies for the rest of your Saturday and also for your Sunday. Dr. Bob says the allergy report is coming in with trees absent, grass absent, weeds are moderate, mold is high, a list of pollens right there. And the 7-day planner is picking up on those warmer temperatures by Tuesday of next week, back in the mid-70s. But until that point in time, cool starts. Check out tomorrow morning and Sunday morning, mid-30s in the plateau possible, low 40s to near 40 around the valley. Abby and Russell.
Well, thank you so much. We appreciate it. If you're missing fall action this weekend, don't worry. We have y'all covered with some football.
Yes. We are going now to our big Pilot Prep Extra pep rally. Rebecca Sweet is live at Gibbs High School this morning. They're fired up. I don't know if you can hear us, but take it away.
Oh my. Hey, good morning, Abby and Russell. That is right. We are at Gibbs High School this morning, where these girls, the band, the students, we got Donuts by Pilot. We got everything here this morning. We are so pumped up for the big game. And Prep Extra game of the week, you can always follow that. It's Morristown West versus Sevier County. That's going to be starting tonight's coverage at 7 o'clock. And then we're going to be covering that on Meet TV as well as 10-2. So a lot coming up there. But let's talk to our man, Brody. Brody, you're in the band. Are you getting pumped about the game tonight?
I'm very pumped about the game tonight. We're going to go out there and we're going to win.
Yeah, because you're playing Carter. That's a big matchup, right?
Yes, it is. It's a very big matchup, almost as big as Halls, but we treat every game like it's the championships.
Yeah, that's right. And what's it feel like to be a part of this awesome band?
We go out there and we work every day. We work really hard. I'm very thankful to our drum instructors, Lucas, Dale, and Carlos. Mr. Humber, he's a great band and director. We just go out there and we do our best every day.
Awesome. And Brody, describe the school spirit here. How is it?
It's electric. Every Friday, everybody's got that look in their eyes, you know, that they're ready to win the game. They're ready to go out and perform. It's just great. It's the best atmosphere in the whole state.
Oh, awesome. Well, thank you so much, Brody. You guys are so great. Again, a lot going on here. We're so pumped up. We got the game of the week coming up. We're going to have to send it back to you in the studio.
Awesome, Rebecca, great job. She does so good on these
I
things.
know, I just love her. All right, don't forget our game, Pilot Prep Extra.
Whoa, what's that? You got the Heisman Trophy there.
Our Pilot Prep Extra game of the week.
Thanks.
Sevier County taking on Morristown West on 10 News 2 Meet TV. Also WBIR.com live coverage starting at 7 p.m. with this guy.
Morristown West hosting Sevier County. The last time Morristown West beat Sevier County, I was 10. And tonight they are hoping to clinch the division and home field with a win.
Ooh.
Some serious drama in Morristown tonight.
I always love the backstory. It makes the game even richer.
So fun.
All right, the time 6:51. A lot more coming up here on 10 News Today.
Race for the Cure, a breast cancer warrior shares her journey fighting the disease. Plus, preparations happening this morning for the event that will draw thousands to downtown Knoxville.
This is Linda. I knew I had the last name right, but I was like.
I don't think the cabinet.
And now, 10 News Today continues.
Well, welcome back. It is 6:54 now.
Turning now to your top stories this morning. An 11th person has died in the U.S. because of the defective Takata airbags.
Officials say a 50-year-old woman died in California back in September. She was driving a Honda Civic that was first recalled in 2008. The repair was never completed. More than 100 million inflators were recalled worldwide after it was determined the airbags can inflate with too much force and cause the metal interior to burst and shoot out shrapnel. 3 men facing charges in Kansas for plotting a terrorist attack against immigrants. They're expected in court today. Prosecutors say the 3 men are part of a small militia group and had plans to bomb an apartment complex.
All right, we turn now to the presidential race. Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump faced off again, this time putting their humor to the test.
You decide what you think about this. They both spoke at a charity event in New York City that was supposed to be funny last night.
Donald wanted me drug tested before last night's debate. And look, I got to tell you, I am so flattered that Donald thought I used some sort of performance enhancer. Now, actually, I did. It's called preparation.
Hillary is so corrupt. She got kicked off the Watergate Commission. How corrupt you have to be to get kicked off the Watergate Commission. Pretty corrupt.
I feel so uncomfortable.
I feel like we're at a bad comedy club.
Oh, it's so bad. Okay, Trump and Clinton did shake hands at the annual charity dinner, which they did not do during Wednesday's debate. The event raises money for children throughout New York, by the way.
And it's been going on for years with presidential candidates, the Catholic event.
Some who've been funny in the past.
Yes. It's Komen Warriors Week. We're highlighting local women fighting breast cancer and also talking about those in the community who are supporting those with the disease.
Komen Warrior Week culminates tomorrow with Race for the Cure in downtown Knoxville.
WBIR 10 News anchor Katie Roach is live at World's Fair Park where preparations are underway. Good morning, Katie.
Good morning, Abby and Russell. It is a big day out here at World's Fair Park as they get ready for an even bigger day tomorrow morning when thousands of people are headed down to World's Fair Park for Race for the Cure. Many of those are survivors, and I'm joined by one survivor now, Janice McConnell. You were just diagnosed earlier this year, but you are ready to go for tomorrow.
I am ready to go for tomorrow. I have a great team jogging for Janice, who's going to be here to run in the race. Early detection, so important for us. I found my cancer through a routine mammogram. It was too small to even be felt.
Wow. And you said since then you've had a minor surgery compared to what some women have to go through. Chemotherapy, you're going to have some radiation, but you seem like you're doing so well.
I'm doing great, and that's because of the early detection and seeing a doctor immediately. I had a little surgery, as you said, and then now I have one more chemo treatment left, and then I'll have a little bit of radiation, and I'm done.
And why has Komen Knoxville been so special to you, and why do you want people to come out tomorrow?
Komen has